In last video, we talked about Jupiter in the 6th house of the horoscope. In this video, we are going to talk about what happens when you have Venus in the 6th house of your horoscope. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I am your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. And these videos will help you grow further, faster into Vedic astrology. If you have any question, add me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology. I read all the DMs and I reply to almost all the DMs. If you have any question, you can also comment on the relevant YouTube video. I read all the comments and I try to reply to almost all the comments. I'm waiting for you there. Venus in the 6th house of the horoscope. What is 6th house? 6th house is one of the Upachaya houses. Upachaya houses literally means the house which grows with time. It is the house of constant improvement. 6th house is the first Drishtana house along with 8th and 12th house. Drishtana houses bring in the challenges in your life. Wherever the lord of these houses are placed in, they will bring in the challenge with the signification of that house. 6th house is also one of the Artha Trikona houses, which is all about getting the tangible results in life, like money, like work, assets, savings. All these things can be seen from these houses. 2, 6, 10 are the Artha Trikona houses. What are the significations of the 6th house? 6th house is about the delays, dates, diseases, confusion, about your pets, and more so 6th house is 11th from the 8th house. So whenever you have a planet in the 6th house, it is going to have a favorable impact on the inheritance. So when you have Venus in the 11th house, it is going to have a positive impact on the legacy as well as the inheritance, all the 8th house significations in general. So what is Venus? Venus is the karaka of the marriage. Venus is the natural karaka of the planet. Venus is all about the relationships. Venus is all about the beauty. Venus is all about the comforts. Venus is all about the love, relationship. Venus is the planet which will give you success in the creative fields. It shows artistic talents, love for cinema, paintings, and all that is symmetrical and beautiful. Cosmetics can also be seen from the Venus. So basically anything which is related to beauty, symmetry, love, and relationship, wealth can be seen from the Venus. Okay, and depending upon the lordship of the Venus in your chart, it will have its own role in your chart. But as a natural significator, these are the things which Venus signify. There are many more things which can be derived from Venus, but these are the core significations which I feel signify Venus. Okay, but this is not all. Let me admit that this is not all. Venus or any planet which we have covered till now is much more than what I have covered in the video. There are many more aspects to it. And if you want to know more about any planet or any house, I recommend you to go and check the Bhavat Bhavam series, wherein we will look at the house from all the angles. Like 6th house is 6th house from the ascendant, but it is 11th from the 8th house, and so on. It has different sequence from all other houses. Like it is the 8th from the 11th. Whole new dimension to the 6th house. Okay, so you can check out the Bhavat Bhavam series for this. So let us try to understand what will happen when you have Venus in the 6th house of your horoscope. Venus is all about the relationship. And what is a relationship? Relationship is not always the marriage relationships. There can be business relationships. There can be interpersonal relationships of other sorts. There can be relationships of the friends, any relationships. For any relationship, Venus is very important because Venus is also signifies the cooperation. Remember, we talked about Mars being independent planet. Mars is an independent planet. He doesn't like to cooperate with us others. So Mars is not ready to work in a group because he feels he doesn't need anyone to achieve his goals. Whereas Venus has a different approach. Venus likes to cooperate with others, love other, spread the love, and get your work done. Okay, so connect with people with love, cooperate with people is what Venus loves to do. Okay, and sixth house is the house of enemies. Now the planet of cooperation is coming into the house of the enemy. So what it is going to do is it is going to bring in that element of enmity into the cooperation. So people won't be willing to cooperate with these people. Next, Venus is the Karaka for the wealth. Abundant, huge wealth can be seen from the Venus. And sixth house is the house of the dates. So these people have to be careful with respect to date. It is possible that they may be a spendthrift or they are spending too much on luxuries and they get into debt. Quite possible, but may not always be the case because the lordship and all other things get into that to really come to any conclusions. So sixth house is the house of the disease. Disease literally is dis-ease, and Venus is the planet of comfort. The planet of comfort is coming into the house of disease. Okay, so they have to be very careful with respect to their health. They should not overindulge into the Venusian activities, luxuries, comforts, relationships, and they have to take care of their health. Sixth house is the house of social services, and Venus is the planet of love and compassion. The planet of compassion coming into the house of social service. So these people love to devote themselves to the people who are underprivileged. They like to serve these people. Sixth house is also the house of your pets. Your pets can be seen from the sixth house, and Venus is the planet of the compassion and love. Now the relationship aspect of the Venus is coming into play, and now they are attached to their pet. Now they love their pet. Sixth house is the house of arguments, and Venus is the planet of marriage and relationships. So these people might have arguments with their marriage partner because it is very confusing for Venus. Sixth house is the house of opponent and argument, and seventh house is the Venus is the planet of love and partner. So now Venus feels frustrated here, and to the extent if it is afflicted, might consider their partner as their opponent, and that might lead to the arguments, which is the sixth house things. From sixth house, Venus aspects the 12th house of the horoscope. 12th house is all about the spirituality, is about your bed pleasures, is about the losses, is about the gains from the foreign sources. Remember, 12th house is second to the 11th and 11th to the second. And now the most benefic planet, Venus, is aspecting it. By the way, Venus does great job in 12th house. Venus loves to be in the 12th house, which is of the blood, which is about the bed pleasures, and which is also about the loss of energy. Okay, but yes, now the Venus is aspecting the 12th house of spirituality and bed pleasures and losses and foreign things. Now the person with the 6th house Venus will look for the 12th house things to tackle with the 6th house conflicts he's having. If you have exalted Venus or debilitated Venus or any other Venus, it will change the dynamics, it will change the interpretation, and it will change exactly what this Venus is doing for you in your chart. If you have any question, put them into the comment section. I read all the comments and I reply to almost all the comments. See you in the comment section. So yes, this was Venus as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you're starting into Vedic astrology, I have a playlist called How to Get Started into Vedic Astrology. I have also playlists of planets through houses and the rising signs, all the ascendants. Go watch these playlists, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.